So I've written some things down that I'd like to share. I'm trying to be intentional about this because the club has had a big impact on me over this short period of time. The first thing that I want to talk about is something that's shared right at the beginning of the club, which is the list. It has been such a powerful resource to help me feel organized. It's incredible. I have tried for 4 years. I've gone through something like 3 or 4 organization systems. My system now is by far the most powerful that I've experienced. And just that has made a huge difference. The second part that I want to talk about, though, is that the 40-hour teacher workweek club is the best PD experience that I've personally invested in. I don't mean that lightly. And the reason why is because even though it's not free, you're investing in something that's not a specific technique or something that's very niched in teaching. You're investing in all of the messiness that comes with teaching so you can do your job consistently, generally, like better, more effectively. So to just talk about some of the things that I've been doing, I have a stronger culture in my classroom. My feedback system for my students is stronger. The pacing of my instruction is better. And then finally, also my students, I think, are owning their assessment more because of the work that I've been doing with the club. Also, though, you don't lose access to the club. There's so much to work through. I fully intend to really just stay a member for as long as possible, hopefully years and years, so I can continue to go through the strategies and build on what I've done so far and just become more and more organized. I also want to talk about the personal changes because I'm still just talking about the changes that have happened to me as a teacher. I'm a big reader. I majored in literature. And I had to give up reading because I was just working constantly. And this past January, I read my first novel for enjoyment, not for teaching, in 4 years. That was a very emotional achievement because I thought that part of my life was done. I thought that reading for pleasure was done. And that was back in January. Since then, now I'm at 13 books. I can't really say how proud and how happy that makes me feel. I love to be able to read again. That just does so much for my mental health and my imagination. And I've also joined a gym during the school year, and I've actually kept with it. That's the key. That's been a problem for me in the past, but I have a gym membership. I've been going like 2 or 3 times a week because I have the time now. That in itself makes me feel better. That membership also leads into me being more effective and efficient because I have more energy, so that's been great. The final part that I want to talk about is time. Everything feels like it has a time. Leisure activities have a time. Working out has a time. Planning has a time. Grading has a time. So instead of me needing to then, continue to be obsessing mentally about like, oh, I need to get this done. And, oh, I need to plan for that lesson for tomorrow. Or, oh, what if I don't get this like district observation? Instead of doing all of that and trying to remember it up here, I have my organization system. So I can say, I can think to myself that has a time. I know exactly when that is happening later in my week or later in my day, so I don't need to think about it. That in itself is great because then you know that you have everything planned, but the immediate effect is on your immediate present. You are more present with yourself, with your family, with whatever activities you're doing. Even if it is planning, then you're being a better teacher, but also, you're being more present when you're trying to relax. In my application video, I said that I didn't feel like me and that my brain wasn't working because I wasn't there all the time because I was thinking about teaching. Now, even though it's still something that I'm working on, I'm coming back to myself. So thank you for this opportunity. I can't thank you enough for this scholarship. Love the resources, love the club. I'm excited to still be a part of this and to remain a part of this for years to come. So thank you.